Alright, I'm just going to try and go over the questions that I set for homework so you can at least check your work against my working. Alright, so I hope this is helpful. Alright, so question 7 was the first one you were asked to do, and I asked you to express this fraction here, 1 minus 3x over 1 plus 2x times 1 plus x squared as a partial fraction. And I set out in the terms a over 1 plus 2x plus bx plus c over 1 plus x squared. So you can say therefore 1 minus 3x must be equal to a times 1 plus x squared plus bx plus c times 1 plus 2x. If you equate coefficients, remember there's two different ways you can do this, but if you equate coefficients, if you equate the x squareds, you're going to get 0 equals a from here plus 2b, so I'll call it equation 1. If you equate x to the power 1, you get minus 3 is equal to b plus 2c, b plus 2c. You don't get any x's here, you got the b and you got the 2c, we'll call that equation 2. And if you equate x to the power zeros, you're going to get 1 equals a plus c from here and here. We'll call it equation 3. Alright, if we start with equation 3, we can say that a must equal 1 minus c. So I'm going to put that into 1. So we're going to get 0 is equal to 1 minus c plus 2b. That's a. So we can say then that minus 1 is going to equal to b minus c. We'll call it equation 4. And then we've got another equation here involving b and c. So I'm just going to put that down underneath. You've got minus 3 is equal to b plus 2c. That was equation 2. And if we multiply equation 4 by 2, then that's going to give us minus 2 is equal to 4b minus 2c. We'll call it equation 5. So if I add 5 plus 2, I'm going to get minus 5 is equal to 5b. So b must equal minus 1. If we then go up here and we sub into these equations, our value of b is equal to minus 1, you get 0 equals a minus 2. So if we say that a must equal 2. And if we sub into equation number 3, we're going to get 1. So if we take our value of 2, we're going to get 1 equals 2 plus c. So c must equal minus 1. Alright, so there's our 3 values. So this then is going to equal 2 over 1 plus 2x minus plus minus 1 x minus 1 over 1 plus x squared. Alright. Okay, look. So I'm just going to black this out and then start again. That's not working, is it? Okay, what's going on now? Why is that not working? Let's just get that square. No, it's always going to go behind, don't I? Forget that. Okay. I think I just need to replace it. Okay. Right. The question then said to express this in the form of a binomial expansion, so we can say that is equal to, so we say that's equal to 2 times 1 minus 2x, sorry, 1 plus 2x to the power minus 1. And I'm going to put minus x plus 1 times 1 plus x squared to the power minus 1. And just to remind ourselves, this morning, 1 plus x to the power of n is going to equal 1 plus nx plus n times n minus 1 over 2 factorial of x squared, and so on. So here we need to just be careful with the signs. So it's going to be 2, be careful with the signs, and just careful with the expansions. So as long as we've got a coefficient of 1 here at the beginning, we're fine. Alright? So we're going to have 2 times 1 plus n times our x in this case, plus n times n minus 1 over 2 factorial times 2x squared. I'm really interested in the first term, so we can put here plus minus x plus 1 times 1 plus n x, is in this case x squared, plus n times n minus 1 over 2 factorial times this value of x squared plus, and we've got other terms going in there. So I'm going to tidy this up. We need 2 brackets 1 and then minus 1 times 2x is minus 2x, and then that becomes a plus 1, so it's going to be plus 4x squared, and then you're going to have a minus, carry on, minus x plus 1 times 1 minus x squared, and then we're going to have plus x to the power 4 minus x to the power 6, and so on. So it's going to give me on a multiple, so 2 minus 4x plus 8x squared. Right, that's going to be a bracket there. Now, I'm going to put a minus, and then I'm going to multiply first of all x, so I'm going to have x minus x cubed plus x to the power 5, and so on. I'm not interested in any more of those. And then I'm going to have a plus 1 minus x squared plus x to the power 4, and so on. And I'm just going to draw together the common things. So I've got 2 here, and then a minus 1. So it's 2 minus 1, minus 4x here, and then I've got a minus x, and then I've got plus 8x squared, and then where are the x squareds here? Here we are here. And it's a minus times a minus, it's going to be plus x squared, and then we've got all the other terms. So it's going to give me 1 minus 5x plus 9x squared for small values of x. Alright, that's the first bit of the question done. You need to just specify for what values of x that's applicable. Remember that 1 plus 2x to the power minus 1 is valid for, and this, the mod of this here has to be less than 1, so it's mod of 2x is less than 1. In other words, mod of x is less than a half. And for the other one, 1 plus x squared is valid for x squared, mod x squared is less than 1, in other words mod x is less than 1. Now we need to choose the more restrictive of those, so this value here is going to be the one for which the whole expansion is valid. Alright, okay. Right, let's move on. So I'm just going to run this out. Okay. Now, for small angles, so the next question says, using small angle approximation. So for small angles, sine theta is equal to theta. So we can take that approximation. So therefore, the integral from 0 to 0.1 of 1 minus 3 sine theta all over 1 plus 2 sine theta times 1 plus theta squared d theta, you can say is roughly the same as the integral from 0 to 1 of 1 minus 3 theta over 1 plus 2 theta times 1 plus theta squared. And that's exactly the same as we've got here. So we can say that is equal to the integral from 0 to 0.1 of our approximation. That's what we're saying. That's what we're saying. This whole fraction here is equal to, for small values of x, is equal to this, and that's just then easy to integrate. So that's just going to be equal to the integral. So theta minus 5 over 2 theta squared plus 9 over 3 is 3 theta cubed between 0 and 0.1. So that's going to equal 0.1 minus theta squared is 0.01 times 5, 0.05 over 2 is 0.025 plus 3 times 0.001, that's 0.003 minus 0 is the integral at 0. So that's going to equal 0.078. Alright, and we're finished.